Andrea here in Ocala, Florida, and I just figured I would do my live tonight since I have been missing it lately and I haven't been able to chat with any of y'all. So anyway, I decided to come home a little bit early today so that I would make sure that I was on the live here in my comfy chair and just kind of chit chat with you guys. So much stuff has been going on. Oh my goodness. So, wow, where to even get started? First off, we are doing a group on Facebook called Moving to Ocala. So if any of you are considering moving to Ocala, I am running a group in there. Although I do have to keep shooing away realtors because realtors keep joining. Excuse me, I should say real estate agents. I don't know if they're realtors or not, but anyway, so real estate agents keep joining just so they can like spam in the comments. It's really annoying. So I keep having to kick them off. I'm like, stop it. So yeah, kind of interesting. I can now see why people get kind of frustrated with real estate agents because like somebody will ask a question about moving to Ocala and they don't answer the question. They're just like, pick me, and put their business card there. And it's like, they need actual content. They're asking a question. Answer the question. At least, you know, attempt to help them. So yeah, it's a little frustrating. So I'm just like, ew, you know, stop that. So, but in years past, I probably would have done the same thing. I don't know. But no, I try to go on there and answer questions for people and make sure that they get the resources they need. Like somebody was asking, it's easier. It's a little easier in there because then I can actually post links and stuff. Like somebody asked about jobs in Ocala, and I was like, oh, I got this. So I posted a link to the Chamber of Commerce website that has all of the different companies that are hiring right now and links that go to each company's application site because not all of them go on like Indeed or something like that. So yeah, so I posted that in there, and in that same comment stream, there was like 3 different real estate agents that were just like, here's my business card. I'm like, what does that have anything to do with the question? It was really frustrating. So they all got banned. It's just kind of crazy. So I'm like, no, if you're just gonna come in here and like spam people, you're not in there. So yeah, it's kind of an interesting thing, but it's grown so quickly. Like I only had, you know, just a few people at first, and now it's been about, I don't know, 3 to 6 months, and I think there was like 900 people in there. So kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Oh, thank you. I love compliments. Compliments are great. I normally have like brown eyeshadow or like maybe sometimes pink if I'm feeling really something else. But I got some eyeshadow that are like really bold colors, like really super bold colors. And blue eyeshadow, I mean, that was like, you know, the 80s kind of thing. So I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do this. But yeah, I did go ahead and I did that. My husband's like, I actually like that better than the pink or orange or any other colors that you do. I was like, oh, okay. So maybe I'll be doing more blue eyeshadow. It's just, you got to be careful with that stuff. A little goes a long way. So anyway. So this week we got a heat wave. It was very much warm outside. And it was so funny because a lot of like, that's it. Like all of the snowbirds are like, okay, it's too hot for us. And they are gone. So my daughter was in the car with me. I was rolling laughing. I've been laughing about it like ever since. But she's in the car with me. I was taking her over to somewhere because I'm basically mom/Uber these days. But as we're going along, she's like, Mom, is there any such thing as a snowbird in reverse? And I'm like, I do not understand the question. Therefore, I'm not going to answer until I understand. And she's like, she goes, well, you know, I was like, I'm thinking like people that come for the summer in Florida, which that would be kind of crazy, but you know, whatever. And she's like, you know, like Floridians that go elsewhere. And I'm like, Lexi, that is what a snowbird is. And she's like, no, those are northerners that come down here. And I was like, it depends on how you look at it, but it's the same thing. Because we have homestead exemption here, a lot of people will spend 6 months plus, you know, plus or minus, here, and they actually are registered as their home state of Florida. Now, were they born here? No, not necessarily, but neither was I, and I still consider myself Floridian at this point. I mean, it's been more than 20 years. Yeah. Anyway, so she's like, she goes, no, but those are Northerners that come down. I was like, no, those are Floridians that go up. And she was like, here she comes. You gonna be on the live tonight? No, yeah, I didn't think so. She's just not feeling it. So I was like, well, no, those are actually Floridians. And she's like, not to be prejudiced or anything, but if they can't handle the summer heat, they're not actually Floridians. They're like Northerners. And I'm like, I agree, I guess. Oh my goodness. It just snapped out of the... Okay. Might be holding this today. Woo, sorry about that. I got a little crazy right there. I had it on a little stand, but I don't think I have the right case for this phone for this. Anyway, whatever. So I don't know. I thought it was freaking hilarious that she's like, not to be prejudiced or anything, but the way she was kind of smirking it, I was like rolling. So what do you think? If it's your actual home state, she did say something about not being able to drive our traffic patterns as well, but I don't know. So, I mean, if you have a house in Florida and you've been going back and forth for years and your driver's license says you're a Floridian and you pay taxes, I mean, you have a home down here, but you have a home up north too. What are you? Are you a Northerner or are you a Floridian? So, I don't know. I figure if it's registered as your home state of Florida and you just can't do the summers here, then there you go, you're a Floridian. But she's like, no, Floridians, true Floridians actually can like hang out for the summer. I'm like, okay. Yeah, what she doesn't know is at some point in the future, her dad and I may end up doing like, you know, back and forth or something. Because his family's all from Wisconsin. He's a whole family up there. I have a bunch of family in Michigan. And, you know, at some point we may go up there for the summers. I don't know. But does that mean that we're not Floridians anymore? But it's kind of funny because I didn't realize how much she really thought of herself. But I mean, she's born and raised here in Ocala. So, you know, she's true blue like Floridian. There's no, she's not a transplant or whatever you want to call it. She's 100% here. So, yeah, anyway. So she identifies as Floridian, apparently, and holds a grudge against anybody that can't handle the summers here. So, y'all, if you're coming down here, you have to be here for at least one summer. Just one full-on summer. So, I don't know. But it was really, really hot out today. We've actually had some really mild weather. And then all of a sudden, yesterday, we had a storm for like, I don't know, it was probably a good half hour, which we really needed the rain anyway. The grass was all brown. So I guess we're roaring into the summer months, which is basically our monsoon season. It is hot, extremely hot. Not normally this dry. It's normally a lot more humid. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, normally we have it, I don't know, it's like the 20 minutes of torrential downpour every afternoon. And then it's pretty much golden. But yeah, so yesterday we had it in the evening, which was weird. And I just watered my plants too outside. So I had to cover, you have to kind of put a sunshade over your plants during the summer months if you're going to grow year round here, because otherwise they get burned up. It's just too much sun. Even for plants that love sun, it's just too much sun. So yeah, so now they're all kind of shaded. So we'll see. But even my tomato plant was getting burned up. I was like, ooh, that's not good. That takes a lot to burn up tomato plants. So anyway, hey Tesla, how are you? don't know what is going on with me. I don't want to have to hold this thing. Hold on. Ah! There. You can see all my paperwork and crap on the other side. Ah! Technical difficulties. That's going to spring right out again. Maybe. We'll see. Oh. Nope. Okay. I'll just hold it. Anyway, yeah. See, this is what happens when I come home instead of staying at the office where all the tech is there and all of the equipment and everything. No, I'm going to end up duct taping this thing. All right. I'm debating where here in Ocala to buy and if used or new homes. Don't want to pay too much per month. Who wants to? So probably used. Interest rates don't help either. Yeah. Yeah. So it was kind of weird, but lately the interest rates have not changed too much. And yet all of a sudden everybody's buying again. So not everybody, but a large percentage of people within the last week or so have started searching, and I think they were waiting to see what would happen at the end of March and that end of April meeting where I think it was May 1st or whatever. Anyway, yeah, the Fed did not do anything to lower the interest rate as much as they can or influence it or whatever you want to call their whatever. But they decided not to because the inflation was still at like 4% and they wanted it to be at 2%. So they're like, we're not doing anything. Well, all of a sudden, everybody's like, you know what? Okay, screw it. This is the new normal. I have been waiting for 6 months to buy. I'm just going to go ahead and buy. So kind of crazy, but you've actually got a little competition this week. So yeah, even last, I don't know, maybe 7 days, it's been about 300 houses went under contract, which is kind of crazy. Now, for me personally, if I were going to decide to buy a home in this market and it was going to be brand new or used, as you put it, we call it pre-owned, originally loved, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, I would say probably new. It depends on your price range, but this is one of the only places in Florida where you can get a brand new construction, concrete block, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, double car garage house. Wow. Okay, I give up. It's official. I give up on that thing. But you can get all of that on a 1/4 acre lot for like $239, $249. And that comes with like brand new everything, brand new appliances, brand new roof, brand new septic system, brand new everything. And then it's got a 1-year warranty from the builder because that's mandatory. So, I mean, that's pretty inexpensive for brand new. So, I mean, I know you don't want to go too high with where's that at? There's like 600 of them in I can email it over to you. There's literally like 600 houses that are brand new construction. There's a whole slew like that. Hold on. I currently have my laptop. I don't have the MLS open to me, but I do have my laptop. Now, keep in mind, we're not talking like a pool home Taj Mahal type thing. This is a basic, but at the same time, it's like 1,400 plus living square footage. I've sent this out so many times because there's a whole slew. There's not just one, there's a whole slew of them. That's what they're going for between you can get them less, but those are smaller and it's just, I mean, I would go with the, mid, because you can get them for like I said, for like $239, $249. Let me look and see. Let me do a search really quick. All it is I'm going to go in here to my MLS and I'm going to put new construction. Yes. And you don't want Citrus County, right? We want Marion County. Okay. Excuse me. There are 851 houses, brand new construction, currently in Marion County in my MLS right this second. So if I click on results, I should probably just show you my computer, but okay. hang on. I'm going to take out the mobile homes. Maybe that's what I did before. Yep, I'm going to take those out. And we're going to do single family house. Still 787. Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love Triple Crown. Triple Crown is awesome. Yeah, they do have a wide range because they do custom. So when you have a builder that's doing custom, you can get anything you want within reason. I mean, you know, don't try and do it like a tree house or something. But yeah, you can get like anything you want with that. All right. Brand new construction. Really? All right, so brand new construction, it starts at $190,000. Again, it's a very basic house, okay? That's a very, very, very basic house. But it's a 3-2, brand new construction, granite countertop, stainless steel appliances, blah, blah, blah. And then it goes from that to $214,900. That one has a single car garage. So again, basic. Let me go back to the list. But I mean, there's 787 houses in here. I don't know. I can email all of them over to you. You can go through them if you want. Like, the world's worst realtor. I'm just like, here, I'm just going to send them over to you. You can play around. What? I don't know if that makes me the world's best or the world's worst. Oh, well, see, once you know the pre-approval, you go from there. Then you can just go, I would like to see this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, because they're all in my price range. But yeah, I mean, that is so inexpensive. I mean, seriously. So the only reason I would say maybe go to pre-owned, if we're gonna, we gotta do it bougie. Don't, you know. Anyway, if you're gonna do pre-owned, is if you want to do a pool home, or if you want to do like a fenced in yard, and maybe if you want something a little bit bigger for the same price range, but generally it's going to be about the same. It's just, those houses are going about the same price as a new construction right now. So you might as well get the new construction. But, oh, and if you want acreage, it's not normally going to be anything like this. You're going to have to actually build a house or buy pre-owned. So if you want like an acre or more, that's, yeah. So for something like that, if you're like, oh, I want to, you know, I want a couple acres, or I want an acre of land or whatever, then I'd say, okay, let's go ahead and talk to Triple Crown, because they'll build on an acre or 10 acres or whatever you want to do. And then you can have your acreage and your pool and your fenced in yard, and, you know, it's custom. So it's whatever you want to do. But it's not going to be for no 200,000. That is for sure. Another reason that I would say pre-owned is once in a while, if you want a serious fixer-upper, and this is not financeable, this is like, we're talking, you better have cash. You can find deals that are, you know, the roof is falling in, there was a fire, stuff like that. Those houses, you can get some really good deals on those. Sometimes they're not really great deals. You really just have to know what you're doing with those. That's not that you gotta be careful. Oh, yay! Aren't they so cool? They're so cool over there. I like them. So you got to see, oh my God, I am so horrible with names. I want to see Ben. Anyway, we just sat there for like freaking 2 hours and chatted, and he showed me all over and everything, and now I cannot remember his name. That's horrible. That is some bad with names. But he was so sweet. Yeah. But yeah, I liked Agua Pool. They were just very no nonsense about it, and there was just, you could tell they really still had like a lot of excitement about the whole putting in a pool and what you can do and what you know, all the different stuff and all the options. And I don't know, it was pretty cool. Brett, thank you. I was thinking Ben. I knew it started with a B. So bad. Thank you. So yeah, but yeah, Brett was so sweet. So he's the owner's son. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, because he kind of told me that kind of off camera. But and in the video, there was a guy that was doing the tractor to do the pool for their model pool. That's the owner of the entire company, multiple locations. That man doesn't need to work. He could be sitting at home in his lounge chair and he would be fine, but he still loves it and he loves doing, the tractors and whatever. So yeah, he's so good with the details, and just, it seems like he just has so much fun putting in pools. So I love that. You got to have enthusiasm about your job, or else what's the point? Tesla, I don't know if you want me to email this to you, but I have all of these. I have 787 brand new construction houses. I don't know if you want them or not. So I need an email. So I don't know, text me or email me or something and I will send it over. Let me see. Ooh, I could start a poll. Okay. I'm on my phone, so. I don't know how to do this. Anyway, it's on my phone, so I'm like, I don't know. It's so much easier on the computer. So see, that's what I should have done, is I should have done the live from my computer, and then I wouldn't have to worry about this. I will know for next time. It's fine. But yeah, if you want me to go ahead and send it over to you, then send me your email address and I will do that. Anybody else that wants it, just send me your email address and I will make sure that you get all of the new construction homes that are available in Marion County as of now. And all the details on them, so you can check for yourself. But yeah, so you got Triple Crown Homes and you got Agua Pool. That is so freaking awesome. I love that. I don't know. I really love that, especially the smaller companies and stuff, especially the family-run companies, mom and pop shop, because that's what our company is too. So I really love working with them and showcasing them on our channel. So very cool. Very, very cool. But yeah, they definitely know their business. I did get, and I was going to put it up here, but I did change my method of contact. So just in case you're curious, it is supposedly much easier to remember, much easier than my name, because my name is next to near impossible to spell, last name anyway. Thank my husband. But if you go to vip.GreatExpectationsRealty.com/consultation, that will get you to my calendar, and then it'll ask you a few questions like your name. Very helpful. And also it'll get you to my schedule, and so you'll know exactly what days I have available, and and times and everything. You can just make whatever you're comfortable with. So if you want to do a phone call or a Zoom, or if you want to stop in the office, just go ahead and click on there and we're good to go. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. I love that. Yeah, they really are great. I did a video recently for my top 20 favorite restaurants. Do you know how hard it was to do just 20? It was really hard, but it took forever to edit that video. I mean, forever, because I wanted like different dishes of theirs in pictures that I've taken and my favorite stuff from the different restaurants. So I had to go scouting through all my pictures of every time I've gone out and I actually remember to take picture of the food, and then I had to upload all of it and then splice it all together 20 times. I had to do that 20 times for all the different restaurants. And some of it I cheated and got off their website because I knew the dish, but I didn't have a picture of it. So I did the 20 favorite, but I didn't do any chain restaurants. And there was a couple in there that are like chain, but they're Florida chain restaurants, and they started like locally. So yeah, that one was it was very difficult to go to all 20 of those restaurants and eat at them. But the sacrifice I give free. No, I'm just kidding. No, Mark's, especially Mark's Prime. That was my number one, just in case you haven't seen it. That's the number one restaurant I put in. But Mark's Prime, it's so good. So good. but it's very expensive. So my husband took me there for our anniversary. So it was really cool though. It is very, very, very different. Just the whole ambiance of it and stuff. It was very different. So very unique. And yeah, it was great. So very much like that. But yeah, there's so many locally owned and operated family business restaurants. It was so hard. It was so hard to choose. But yeah, there's probably about 5 that I was struggling with. My husband and I went back and forth on it. And then he was like saying one should have been higher than the other. And I was like, this isn't your list. This is my list. Go get your own list. Make your own video. So he's like, because there are some that he likes a little bit better than others, but I like the, so it's in kind of in reverse. And I was like, no, this isn't David's list of favorite restaurants. But he did have some say in some of it though, because I was just like, I don't know, should I, because I mean, I had like 25 on my list and I only wanted to do 20, and 20 was a lot anyway. Last time I only did 10. So yeah, so some of them got nixed, but it was so hard because they're so good too. Right. I love Eaton's Beach. Eaton's Beach is awesome. But Gator Joe's, I like, which one is better, Eaton's Beach or Gator Joe's? Because they're very different, even though they're essentially the same location, more or less. It's like on the other side of the lake. I don't know. Gator Joe's is a little more rustic, down to earth. I don't know how to say it. A little more fun, very much more relaxed, definitely. But Eaton's Beach is so much fun too. So I don't know. They're both pretty cool. So yeah, him and I were going back and forth on that one. But anyway, it was fun. Eaton's Beach, and they have such good food, right? Oh, so good. Oh, now I'm getting hungry. We're doing salmon tonight. I don't know. That just seemed quick and easy to cook. So I'm doing salmon. And then I'm doing Puerto Rican style chicken calderon, chicken stew for tomorrow. So, oh, you're on a plane right now? The Wi-Fi ain't gonna be a problem? Don't bring the plane down, okay? Because I don't need that on my conscience. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Gator Joe's is great. And it has like this wild story to it and stuff too, with the gator from, oh my goodness, that's how they caught the last of the gangs. Was because of Gator Joe, literally Gator Joe. So it's a whole weird story. But yeah, what is it? Ma Barker? Yeah, the Barker gang. Oh, very, very cool. Okay. For Delta Wi-Fi. Nice. Yeah, I think last time I went anywhere, I was on Frontier. There ain't no free Frontier anything. It was maybe not something I'll necessarily do again. It was like a 4.5-hour flight each way. It was crazy. My husband is 6'4". He struggled in those seats. He really struggled. So on the way back, I upgraded our seats just so that he could have a little leg room, because it was so sad. He's 6'4" and it's all leg. I swear it's all leg. So yeah, he was, oh my goodness, he was kind of sitting sideways on a 4.5-hour flight. It was bad. I was like, this is just sad. We did just go into the Bright Line though, the train. We went to Fort Lauderdale and back, and it was so fun. It was absolutely amazing. We'll definitely be doing it again. So yeah, that was very, very cool. I loved it. I just wish that we would have the train in Ocala already. It's going to be here someday, but not anytime soon. So yeah, they got a lot of track to build yet. So someday though, someday, if my daughter ends up staying here or our son comes back here because he wants to go to Chicago, I don't know what he thinks he's going to find in Chicago that's so amazing, but whatever. So yeah, they're if they end up coming, maybe they will have it, or their kids can go on high-speed trains, and I'll be like, back in the day, we didn't have that. It'll be a very different experience for them. So pretty cool. I don't know. Can you imagine just jumping on a train and going over to Disney, or jumping on a train going down to Tampa or Miami or whatever? It's just so cool. It was pretty neat though. The one thing I will have to say is it is a commuter train, and the stops at the stations, we were shocked how quick they were over. It was so fast. It was so fast. So when they pull into a station, from the time that the doors open to the time that the doors close is less than 2 minutes. 2 minutes for everybody to get off that needs to get off, get all their luggage, all their accessories, whatever, and all of the people to get on. So you essentially have a minute to get up out of the way. It is crazy. And if you're not paying attention, you're going to go to Orlando. That was so crazy. So one lady was on there. She was an elderly woman, and she, I guess, was waiting for somebody to come and help her with her luggage. I don't know if it was like a family member, or if it was like she thought the conductor was going to do it. But I was like, are you going? And she's just like, yeah, I'm just waiting for someone to help me. And I'm like, I will help you because you're about to go to Miami whether you want to or not. Like, let's go. And she was just like, yeah, I can't really. And she had a huge, like, heavy suitcase. So I jumped up and helped her. And I'm like, I have no idea who she was waiting for, but she was straight up going to miss that station because she was just kind of like chillaxing in there. And I'm like, this isn't that kind of train, honey. You got to get up on out of here. If the door's shut, train goes. If you're still on it, you're still going. It's crazy. It was so crazy. I have no idea what that means. Anyway, so yeah, absolutely so fun. It was really cool. But we did we took down to Fort Lauderdale. We did the Smart fare, which is like the lower tier, and then we did the premium on the way back because we wanted to see what the difference was. And truthfully, I won't tell you. I'll wait until I do the video for it, because yeah, I have no idea what that means. I don't tie my shoes. I have elastic laces in them because yeah, no. I don't know what that. Okay, that's, I don't know. You know, it's so funny because some people will put stuff on in the chat and stuff. I will take the compliment. Thank you. I never know what somebody's saying, and sometimes I'll respond to it, and then my teenage daughter will come in and she'll be like, Mom, that's not what they were saying. And I was like, oh, how does she know the innuendos and I don't? That's so embarrassing. So bad. I know. You look like, I don't know what that means. I'm just going to take the compliment. I will just, but yeah, these kids, she know, I think it's high school. I don't know. I'm just maybe out of it, but yeah, I don't, yeah. Sheesh. Yeah. Thank you for the compliment. I don't know what it was. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Somebody gave, I guess he was trying to strike up a conversation with me the other day. I was at an event. It was for a charity, and they didn't have anybody to run the sound. And so I was like, you know, and do the presentation thing. I don't know. I got put in tech support. I got put in the booth. And I'm like, okay, no problem. I can click a couple buttons. This is not a problem. So half the things with tech support is just basically clicking a few buttons that people are scared to touch. I'm not joking. Anyway, so I'm in the booth, and this guy comes up to me and he's like, hey, he goes, I know you. And I was thinking like YouTube, or like maybe my Facebook reels or TikToks or something. And he's like, we went to school together. And I'm like, no, we didn't. No, we didn't. And he's just like, yeah, 6th grade. And I was like, no, I can absolutely promise you we did not go to school together. He's like, I know we did. He's like, you know what? I'm not from here, so you went to school somewhere else, right? And I was just like, you could say that. And and he's like, oh wait. I was like, I absolutely promise you we did not go to school together. And he's like, you can't be that certain. And I was like, well, unless you're directly related to me and we're also homeschooled with my family, I'm gonna go with we weren't in school together. And he's just like, yeah, I was just joking. And I was like, oh. I mean, as a way to start a conversation, it was pretty good, but I was homeschooled all my life. Like, there's no way. I absolutely promise you, I know everybody that I went to school with. Everybody. We keep in touch. But it's just my 2 brothers. So it was pretty funny. I thought it was freaking hilarious. Somehow he did want to continue conversing. I probably should have just gone, yeah, Mrs. Schindler, yeah, of course, yeah. I don't know. When is the Bright Line so not this Saturday, next Saturday, because this Saturday it's an interview. Hold on, I gotta think. No, it wasn't the taxes. Oh, that's pretty bad. Anyway, so not this Saturday coming up, but the following Saturday. That's when it's slated for. So, and then we'll have the finish of the taxes one, because that was part 1 and we've got a part 2. Oh, SPCA. Yes, that's what it was. So yeah, there's a statue up in Ocala downtown of a dog, and some people don't know what that's all about and Molly's Law and what that is. And so I actually got the person that actually pushed Molly's Law through. So Molly's Law here in Ocala is that if somebody has mistreated an animal, there's a registry for it, so that if they go to like the animal shelter or something else and they've been in trouble for neglecting an animal and they had to like give up their animals or something like that, they'll have a registry. I thought that was like a thing everywhere. Apparently it's not. It's not even all throughout the state of Florida. Only some counties have it. So that's actually something that they have here, and there was a reason for it, was Molly, and there's a whole story behind it and everything. So but yeah, I'm so surprised that they're like, if you have like been like hurting animals and then just going to the animal shelter and getting more animals to hurt, yeah, there's no registry for that in most places, which I would have thought would have made sense. But apparently the thing is that people can be rehabilitated from that, and so everybody should be able to have animals even if they've hurt them in the past. I don't know, but that was a thing, right? I thought so too. So yeah, so that's so the person that did Molly's Law and is pushing for that to be throughout the entire state, because that's the other issue. We had a really, really severe case recently back in February, and it was a man from Broward County, and he actually got in trouble over in Broward County for horrifically neglecting his animals. And then he came over to Ocala and he did it again. There was 58 dogs, 58. And they were just in horrible conditions. I saw some of the pictures and stuff. It was just absolutely awful. And so he is actually currently wanted. He fled. So there's a whole slew of felony charges waiting for him, and he's gone. But the problem is he can go and do this again. He could actually go and get animals again because there's no registry. If he goes to another county that doesn't have it, then yeah, he could. So it's kind of crazy. to me, because I really don't think that he should have animals again. I mean, not that it's up to me in any way, but 58 dogs, and it was only a 2-bedroom house. It's a 2-bedroom house. It was craziness. It was crazy. If you go to the Marion County Animal Shelter, it's going to break your heart, but they actually have some of the pictures on there from that case. Oh my goodness. It will absolutely break your heart. So, not even going to go there. Not going to go there. But yeah, so here in our county, he's on the registry, but what about the rest of the state? There's so many counties. There's only like 6 counties or something, she was saying, that have a registry for people that have harmed or neglected severely. We're not talking like a little neglect. We're talking a lot of neglect, like severely neglected animals. They'll get on that registry. But then if there's like somebody that is wanting to give away puppies, or if they wanted to rehome their dog, or if it's like the animal shelter or anything like that, they can easily go and check that registry and make sure that somebody hasn't had that issue before. So I don't know, I thought it was cool, and it was cool talking to her and seeing what she is up to. But that's the one that's coming up on this Saturday, and I will tell you there are some pictures in there, so of that case, so it was a little painful, but yeah, so that's what I'm doing right now, is editing that one, and that one will be it. And then after that, it's gonna be Brightline. so we're gonna go from Molly's Law and all of that, SPCA and all of that fun stuff, and then we're gonna go to Brightline, and then back to the taxes. I don't know. I am thinking about trying to go back to doing multiple videos a week, but I'm telling you, it's a lot. It is a lot. I do at least 1 video per week. I try to do 2, but man, I used to do like 5, but it's just, I'm busier than anything right now. So, but yeah, it was pretty cool. Well, I think everybody is like chilling out now. I hope that you have an awesome flight. I hope that you are enjoying your Delta Wi-Fi as well. Feel free to watch some videos or something in there. I am going to go and cook my husband and daughter some salmon, and hopefully if you need anything, or if we can help with your real estate needs in any way, shape, or form, please contact us. But if anybody out there would like to get in touch with me, or would like to come in and have coffee or something like that, again, the website is vip.greatexpectationsrealty.com/consultation. And then it'll ask you the questions of like, do you want Zoom, or do you want a phone call, or do you want to come into our office, and it'll just go through all the stuff. So it was really fun setting it up. So I hope you guys enjoy the new way to get in contact with me and make it a little easier and more convenient for you too. So, all right, you guys have a great night. Have a safe flight, please. Enjoy the Wi-Fi, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.